Combat focus up. Assassin kill.
What's up guys, Champ here. Today we're going to be playing on the map Knockout, and I'm going to be explaining to you guys how to get a high KD on this map. I'm going to be going over the tips and just a strategy that I use that helps me get a higher KD on this map specifically. Today I finish and I end up going 65-1, which ends up being a 65 kill death ratio on this map. That was pretty good for a map that just came out week and a half ago, and I literally have only played this map about 5 to 10 times at this moment, but I feel like I got it figured out pretty well already. A lot of these Call of Duty maps are all pretty similar in their own way. It's 3 lanes. You got the left lane, the right lane, and the middle lane, all depending on which side you're coming from, of course. The middle is where you want to stay away from always, like that area that I was just looking out into. There's always going to be a lot of people out there and a lot of angles that you can get killed by, so you're going to want to not run out there too much. Look, I immediately am going to the flank route. I choose the right side this time. Now in this map, there's a disadvantage on either way that you choose. If you choose the right side like I am right here, you do have to expose yourself to that middle for a second or two. So notice how I check it and then sprint by it. I don't want to be out there for any longer than I have to, and that is key. Now I'm not saying I play like this all the time, but if you're trying to get a high KD, that's the way you gotta play. You gotta stick to the edge of the map. See, I took the whole entire edge of the map there. I peek out there, no one's around, so I'm gonna go back along the edge of the map. And watch what I do over here when I try to take the base. I'll show you a little pointer that I've learned. I'm always looking at the mini map, and I notice that there's a guy coming right there. Know what I do? I move to the left of my guy because I know that now he's going to see the other guy first. It might be a little dirty that you're kind of setting your teammate up, but it's what you have to do when you're trying to get a high KD. So he's going to start shooting at your teammate, and then you could take him out real easy. Notice I also had the silencer on there, so no one knew I was there, and I was able to take out the other guy as well. Now it's back to the perimeter. Now I'm going to point out the disadvantage of this side of the map. Anytime you want to flank on this side of the map, you have to make a jump just to get over there. And it's always harder to make a jump shot. Even if you're a great player, it's much harder to make a jump shot than it is a shot when you're just sitting on the ground. So you only want to make this jump when you know it's clear. What I like to do is to wait for a teammate to jump first. See what happens to him, and then I make the jump. Once again, I'm kind of setting up my teammates, but it's the smart play. That's what they're there for. They're there to watch your back, and somewhat it's a way to use them as a UAV when you don't have a UAV. Now we're exactly where we want to be. This is the spot you want to stay, hang out, and get your streaks at initially. This spot right here controls the whole entire map. You can watch B, you can watch that middle without really peeking out too far, and you can watch the flank side. You've got a lot of cover. There's only 2 doorways in here. You just got to stay aware on your mini-map and realize where people are coming from. Me and this guy just had a nice little Talon battle. I won. I ended up taking out him and his whole team, which is pretty nice. I hear them shooting rockets now, so my plan is to rush a little bit. Hopefully I can catch them off guard, catch them with their rocket launcher in their hand, maybe get a couple more easy kills. So we just flanked around the map, and I made sure to take the long way. I didn't take any shortcuts. I completely stuck to the perimeter. Now I see that my wraps are completely on the right of me, and we got a couple teammates here. So if you see a lot of teammates, it's pretty safe to say that you could take that base. If you don't see your teammates around you, don't even attempt to take the base. Just keep on moving around the perimeter. Now that my wraps are out, everything gets a little easier. You can kind of just follow your wraps. Look at that kill feed. That's why I go through the middle right here. I see that my wraps are just going right over towards C, and I also hear that my teammates are taking C. I don't want to be left behind, so I go running with them. I want to make sure that I'm with the group because we're trying to get a high KD, and by getting a high KD, that does not mean going fight the whole entire enemy team by yourself. If you want to just go out there and get a whole crap ton of kills, that's how you get a crap ton of kills. But if you want to get a high KD, wait, you stay patient, and you play with your team. I know that these guys are coming because I just saw that my blue triangle died on the minimap and I heard his shotgun. You want to stay aware to what's going on the minimap, and you also want to listen. Sometimes I don't even play with a headset, but there is a big advantage to using your headset. You do want to hear where the guys are coming from, especially when you're trying to get a high KD. So I knew there was more guys coming, so I didn't just push out, I waited. Now my teammate rolls up, so I'm going to roll up with him while I have the chance. And I'm going to get right back into that middle area because this is once again where I want to be to finish the half. Notice how I don't wall run to get over. There's really no need. You have enough boost to get over, so why would you put yourself on a wall and run on over? That just makes you very obvious. That's what all the noob players do. That's what you want the other team to do. Definitely is not what you want to do. I don't know about you guys, but I find it a lot harder in this game to shoot people when I'm on the wall. Half the time I'm on the wall, when I'm trying to kill someone, I'll jump off first and then I'll kill him. Look at this other team. We are completely destroying them. I actually feel bad for the one guy on top because he's playing real well and his team is trash. I mean, they're not too bad, but I am just putting the hurt in on them. I have non-stop streaks in this game. And you'll notice I didn't just go throwing my streaks up like a bonehead before the half. Always pay attention to how much is left in the half, especially in these domination games. There's been so many times in this game where I just pick up my wraps and I'm all excited and I just throw them right in, and then it's like half is over. So then you put in all that hard work to get those wraps and you don't even get any benefit of them. It takes probably a good 20-30 seconds for the wraps to actually drop their first set in, and then it takes even longer for the next set to come down. You definitely don't want to make that mistake after all that hard work. Look where I am again now, right back where I want to be, right in that middle area. I hear someone about to come. Why take them head up? I'm just going to go hover right next to this piece of cover right here, and I'm going to wait for him to jump over. 9 times out of 10, he's going to be jumping over facing a little more forward, and you're going to have an easy kill right there. Now I hear some rocket launchers going off. I got the tower, and I see my teammates are rushing, so I rushed with them. Here we go. They took out that guy. I wish I could have got him, but that's okay. So we're all the way at the other side of the spawn right now. My teammates are on the left of me, and I say I'm going to take this base. I got the talent. I only know they could be coming from this one way. Thankfully, this guy jumps on the base with me also. If that guy didn't jump on the base with me, I would have had to jump off, or I probably would have died. You never want to just single-handedly take the base, especially when you're on a good streak. You're close to getting your streaks. Don't be greedy, stay patient. That's when you need to be the most patient. Now watch right here. I'm going to peek this little head glitch. That's a nice little head glitch unless they start head glitching. Look what I do with my talent. I crawl up a little bit and I let my talent take care of a couple guys out there. I'm not going to be the first one to jump over there. I want to wait for my teammate to go first. There he goes. Now we're going to see what happens. He does end up dying, so what I do to make this jump a little safer is I jump over the head glitch spot. Now they can't really see me from down below, and I get right back into that middle building where I know there's a guy down there, and I end up taking him out where I now have the high ground. The high ground is always a little better, but if you see people down there head glitching and you don't kill them right away, back off. That's not a gunfight you want to fight. Crawl back up with your talent and see if your talent takes them out, because that's what the talent is there for. The talent gets you out of so much trouble in this game, and that's why I like to run it. And speaking of streaks, I would definitely recommend run the hater or run the UAV, either instead of the wraps or instead of the wraith. I like to run it instead of the wraith because I like to run with my wraps and attack and be aggressive when the wraps are out. The more you know where the enemy team is, the better. You're always going to do better when you have a lot of UAVs, a lot of haters up. I already got the silencer, so I don't really need the counter UAV. I don't need the power core. Those could be very helpful tools if you're not using silencer. I would recommend those if you weren't using a silencer. I'm about to get my brutal medal, and unfortunately I only get one more kill after that. My kill streaks just keep on killing them, and I'm never able to catch up to them. So I do finish the game with a 26 gun streak and a 60 kill streak. I end up going 65-1 with a 65 KD, which is a great KD on a new map. My main tips for this map were definitely always flank, especially this spot right here. Make sure you go fast around this area. That's the middle. You don't want to be in there. You have to a little bit, but you go as quick as possible so you're not in there for a long time. Make your way to that other building on the other side. Get your streaks. Once you get your streaks, you could rush a little bit. Follow your streaks. Pay attention to your mini-map. Do not get caught alone.
Exiting focus.
If you're in a tough spot where you're pretty sure there's a lot of enemies on the other side, stay patient. Let a teammate go first, then go. That's like using your teammates as a UAV. That's what you want to do. Run the Hater or the UAV, or run both, even though I didn't use any of them in this gameplay. Definitely leave at least the Raps or the Wraith on. Sometimes I like to use both. If you guys like what you saw, hit the like button. If you learned something or just want to see more of my gameplays, subscribe to my channel. I got plenty of 100+ games, and I'm going to be doing my series of how to get a high KD on every map in this game. And if you look behind you, I also got 12,000 crypto keys, and when I get enough subscribers, I am going to be opening those, and we're going to find out once and for all what they're worth in this game. I better get some good guns. This has been Champ with Champ Gaming. Come see me.